As above, so below, as within, so without. This ancient Hermetic truth, expressed in the words of the Emerald Tablet, invites us to look beyond appearances, to perceive that the microcosm and the macrocosm are not separate entities, but two faces of the same universal reality. The same intelligence that forms the stars forms the atoms within our bodies. Today, we will explore the depth of this universal law and how it connects with the latest advances in science and with the millennial wisdom of mystics and philosophers throughout history. We will understand how this principle can be applied in our lives to become more complete and conscious beings. This law, known as the principle of correspondence, holds that reality in all its dimensions is structured fractally. This Hermetic principle suggests that everything in the universe is connected and that every fragment of the whole reflects the whole. For example, the cells of our body carry the same genetic code that constitutes the entire organism, and each cell, in a way, is a microcosm of the body. Likewise, the movement of galaxies resembles the movement of atoms and electrons in their nuclei, showing that the universal laws are the same, whether on astronomical or subatomic scales. The law of correspondence teaches us to see the universe as a great mirror. If you want to understand reality, first observe yourself. Just as the macrocosm affects the microcosm, our internal state influences the world around us. And here we find a powerful key. By transforming what is within, we also transform what is outside. From a spiritual perspective, as above, so below leads us to a deep understanding of the unity of everything. Jesus Christ, in his wisdom, said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Just as the cosmos contains within itself the potential for everything, the human being, in its inner microcosm, contains the seed of the divine. The human mind is at the same time an observer and a creation of the universe. Just as the cosmic whole expresses itself in every atom, the human being is a reflection of the totality of the cosmos. As Hermetic philosophy states, each person is a microcosm, a small universe that, as it expands, reaches and harmonizes with the greater universe. This reveals the power and responsibility of taking care of one's own mind, thoughts, and emotions. By doing so, we also take care of what is outside of us. The philosopher Plotinus asserted that the more a man knows himself, the more he knows the universe and what is beyond it. This idea echoes the Hermetic principle that to understand the cosmos, we must first unveil the universe that exists within us. Spiritual philosophy teaches that our internal state, thoughts, emotions, beliefs, acts as a lens that shapes the way we perceive the external world. If we are at peace, we see the world with peace. If we are in conflict, the world around us seems hostile and disharmonious. This understanding reveals that the barriers we perceive between the self and the other, or between man and the universe, are illusory. In reality, we are part of a greater whole, and what happens inside us is in constant interaction with what happens outside. Thus, by transforming the inner universe, we adjust our relationship with the outer universe. For mystics, understanding as above, so below means recognizing that everything that exists in the cosmos also exists in potential within us. Carl Jung, Swiss psychologist and scholar of symbolism, cited in almost every video on this channel, explained that the personal unconscious of the human being is a reflection of the collective unconscious, a reservoir of images, ideas, and archetypes that shape how we experience life. Just as the cosmos is in constant movement and transformation, the inner universe of each human being is dynamic and pulsating. By exploring this inner universe, the individual not only discovers aspects of themselves, but also connects with archetypal forces and universal truths that are part of the entire cosmos. Therefore, the spiritual journey is a journey of return to this universal center that exists within us. Just as the principle of as above, so below affirms the correspondence between the macrocosm and the microcosm, It also suggests an integration between spirit and in matter, between being and doing, between the internal and the external. Paracelsus, one of the great alchemists and philosophers of nature, said that the understanding of oneself